All right, welcome to the Market Day Report. I'm Scott Shellady, here to take you through the markets for the next few hours. Thanks for tuning in if you just tuned in. And if you've been with us, I'm going to make sure you stay, right? We're going to make it worth your while, and fun and interesting at the same time. Let's see if we can make that happen. All right, let's take a look at the corn table. The corn market's your money, right? That's important, and we're kind of falling out of bed here, aren't we? We've got that May market off 25 3/4 cents, maybe 26, but 7.32 1/4 is last. I guess the good news is we have been lower, so we bounced off the lows of 7.26 3/4. But again, that's a decent, say, 31-cent range in May corn. So started off okay, but didn't really keep the power going. 24 cents lower in July, and then we've got the new crop D's kind of giving it up now, 16.5 cents lower to 6.34 3/4. We were thinking about a 6.53 was the high there. So, all right, how about soybeans? Let's take a look at that. Soybean market is a little bit easier here today. May's off 5 cents to 16.53 3/4. July off 6 cents as well, but let's go down to new crop. Novi, that's off 7 cents, 14.60 even. And that's got a 35-cent range in it as well. All right, moving right along, folks. Let's talk about wheat in Chicago. Ouch. All right, we've got, let's see, what is that? We've got limit down in May, 85 cents lower. 10.69 1/4 is last, and that's limit lower. July's off 75.5 cents, and you've got some decent losses going out in the deferreds. Let's see what we've got going on in the hard red wheat in Kansas City. Anything different there? Slightly different, I suppose. 10.78 is last in that May contract, which is 79.5 cents lower. July's off 74.5 cents to 10.69 even. So we'll keep an eye on this, but it's kind of giving up the ghost, isn't it? Guess everything's okay in Russia and Ukraine. Maybe not, but this market thinks it is. May's off 60 cents in that spring wheat in Minneapolis. That's limit lower. 10.50 1/4 is last. That's limit offered. July is also offered limit at 10.34 1/4. That's 60 cents lower. But if you go out to say next March, it's only off 2 1/4. So we'll see what happens there. All right, let's go to the cotton. Cotton market was a little bit better doing the radio show this morning. May's up 86 points to 119.46. Let's bring in our next guest analyst, Tony Headrick from CHS. Thanks for being on the show, Tony. Boy, you've been a busy man. You're the energy guy. What's going on?
Well, these are certainly tumultuous times, Scott, and the rumor mill is flying out there. Certainly a lot of eyes on Russia. Ukraine continues to be a primary focus around energy of late here. A little bit more concern about COVID cases in China and the lockdowns that are happening there. So we've seen some really, really large swings here in energy the last couple of weeks, for that matter. But today the focus is in part on EIA stats. The weekly numbers just came out, and I can just give a broad overview of what we saw. 4.3 million barrel increase in U.S. crude oil stocks, slight increase in U.S. diesel stocks, about 330,000 barrel increase there. We did see a drawdown in gasoline stocks of about 3.6 million barrels, and propane stocks fell a little bit more than what was anticipated, down 2.2 million barrels. But I guess I would note that if you add everything up and take a look at the ultimate number there, including another about 2 million barrel drawdown out of the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, we did see a 5.6 million barrel overall petroleum draw. And so the trend, which has been declining inventories since way back in July of 2020, continues here this week. So we are continuing to see overall net petroleum drawdowns, which I think can be viewed as supportive to the energy complex here in the near to medium term.
All right. Well, that's going to be bad news for the Fed because they're trying to fight the inflation, and boy, oh boy, energy is a big part of that. Really appreciate you being on. Tony Headrick from CHS. We're going to go away, pay some bills, go back, and I'll talk livestock with you just after this.